Once again, we are back on ttalk, Boond Soch ki train of thought with a series of an episode with Dr. Viswanathan, Iyer, who is also a neurosurgeon and cycling mayor of Mumbai. So, welcome to this episode.
Thank you.
We have gone through the couple of an accident which you have faced, and also the passions towards cycling, chasing the number of mileages and all that. Now, being as a cycling mayor of Mumbai, what initiatives you have taken for the road safety and creating an awareness among the cyclists and awareness in general, like?
Okay, so I think the NGO, along with multiple NGOs which are in the same sphere of commute cycling, are working on a two-pronged approach. One is to talk to the government and the relevant authorities to improve infrastructure, parking for cycles, separate cycling lane, and many other stuff like that.
Correct.
And the other leg of the whole process is to increase the number of cyclists. I think it is always that the government will only provide as per the demand. So unless we have more and more people commuting, that's when it becomes more visible. And that's when we can go with data saying that, okay, now there are so many cyclists going to work on cycle. We want this, we want that. So right now, we are not able to ask for more because all the cycling tracks which were started, also because of disuse, has got encroached by, parking vehicles and hawkers and stuff. So I think the government also will invest only when you need, or rather you have the demand for that. So I think the argument comes of, okay, because it is unsafe, I don't want to cycle. And because I'm not cycling, the government is not making it safe. So I think we have to work parallelly towards both. So what as an NGO we are doing is that we are trying to focus on improving the ridership. So that is what is in my hand. Infrastructure creation, making better roads. I can only put it to the government, I can only push for it. But what is in my hand is to improve the number of cyclists.
Correct.
So what we do, we use every opportunity to organize events. I use every opportunity to attend events like college sports days, school functions. In fact, even cultural programs. Like I even went to an arangetram of a friend's child and spoke about cycling. So I think probably that's what we can do. And I do believe that the power of the human language is very strong.
Correct.
So if you keep communicating with people, it will turn a leaf very soon. And that's what we are mainly focusing on.
Correct.
And I must say, last few years, the government has been very, very receptive to the thoughts. So now the metros have allowed cycle.
Correct.
The Ghatkopar metro will also very soon probably allow us to use metro, take our cycles into the metro. So things are changing. And I am quite sure that it will happen very soon that we are a more cycling friendly sort of a city.
Yeah. I see. Now, in fact, how has being an athlete influenced your approach to the patient care, especially in terms of rehabilitation and recovery? Like, since you yourself have
gone through it.
Gone through that, like, so.
Yeah. So I think I would put it this way, that my neurosurgery medical career helps me in my cycling. Because I think cycling is also about commitment, able to get up on time, maintain a diet, and that focus and dedication which I learned during my neurosurgery career is helping me in my cycling. And I'm not a sportsman, but I'm just a cyclist. But cycling helps me in my career also because I'm able to, operate for long hours standing, keep my mind and body active and fit during the surgery, keep doing the same activities for the whole day and still not feel fatigue. And I think that contribution towards my neurosurgery has come from cycling. So either ways, both of them have been very helpful. And amongst the patients, I think because I went through an accident myself and I had to literally go through that phase of being on bed, being on wheelchair, I realized the difficulties which the patient faces. So it's very easy for us to say, do physiotherapy, work aggressively, do that. But it may not be so easy for every patient.
Correct.
So because I had that own share of experience, I have gone through that, and it makes me probably more empathetic to the patient's scenario. And at the same time, the patients do get inspired. So I attend Rotary meetings and Seniors Club meetings and so many meetings, and I have made a PowerPoint of my accident and trauma and the recovery phase into a very comic kind of way. And even now I don't take it as a bad memory. I take it as something which happened in my life. I got over it. And I use that story to encourage many more people. And I've given that talk so many times now, and every time I've got a lot of positive feedback. So this has helped, and even my patients come back and ask me, "अरे sir, ऐसा हुआ था आपका, आप भी वापस आ गए, हम लोग भी आएंगे." So in neurosurgery, patients do have to face a lot of turmoil after surgery. They may need to go for extensive rehabilitation, physiotherapy after a stroke or something. But when you are able to share your story with the patient, I think it does help, and it also increases the patient and doctor bond. And I think that bond is very, very important.
Correct. And also I think it's a mind game, like, you know, if you stay positive, I'm sure like it's accidents do happen, like it's, if not on cycle, maybe if you're bike, and if you're on maybe if you're driving car and all, it can happen anywhere, like. So
that is what I try to convince everybody. And as a surgeon, I have few of my medical friends also asking me, "अरे विश्वनाथ, दो बार accident हो गया, वापस क्यों कर रहा है?" You know. And then what I tell them, okay, I'm a surgeon. Occasionally I do have complications during my surgery. Do I stop operating? No. You learn from your mistakes. You try to improve and get better, and you go back to it. So similarly, I think going back to cycling was a very logical kind of thing for me.
So like it's normally dil mange more, like from VRM to chasing the kilometers per day, what you have done.
The only change I have made is to not discuss the BRM at home.
Okay, good. I think it was insights, good insight what we got from Dr. Viswanathan Iyer as far as the cycling aspects which are concerned. I'm sure like it's, if more and more cyclists they come out, if the demand is more, I'm sure the government can take care in terms of looking in terms of infrastructure and all, and I'm sure this will contribute towards an environmental as such. We are facing an issue as far as the pollution which are concerned and the overall environmental concern, and also to save the resources for the next generation, and above all maybe probably talking in terms of your own fitness, the cardiac I think exercise on pedal I think is the best, like, and I'm sure like it's how best you can save time and can commute, use the cycle to the next destination. Always I am sure like it's listening to Dr. Viswanathan Iyer, met with couple of an accidents, and again now as a cycling mayor of Mumbai, I'm sure like if he can do, I think all of us can come out and can contribute towards environment and stay healthy and fit. Do catch up with Dr. Viswanathan Iyer, talking in terms of a further extent which recently have taken place, more insights on that. Till then, go to www.ttalk.net, subscribe and like the channel as much as you can. Thank you very much. So thanks a lot for the part of the show. Thank you very much.